So I've been reading this book called Ichigai, and it's basically a book talking about this group of people on the Okinawa island, how they were able to live up to a very old age and also thriving in their old age, living a meaningful, healthy, and happy life. And one thing that stood out to me was how common their responses were to the question of, what is your secret to staying young forever? Because, yeah, many people said the same thing. And I find it so fascinating. All of these people, the oldest people on earth, all said the same thing. The secret lies in being able to live in the moment, not worrying about the past, not stressing about the future. The only thing that matters to them is the present. And I'm gonna say something that is very cheesy. Yesterday is the past, tomorrow is the future, and today is the gift. That's why it's called the present. Something along those lines. I don't know, it's very cheesy. But yeah, there's this concept called Ichigo Ichie, which roughly translates to, this is Japanese by the way, it roughly translates to for this moment only, or right here, right now, or for this meeting only. And what it basically means is that every event, every single thing that has ever happened only happens once. Nothing can be recreated again. No events can happen again in the exact same way. So, that meeting with your friend at this certain place 5 years ago, it's gone. You're never gonna have that moment again. No single moment can be recreated the exact same way again. No meeting with friends, no gathering with your family, nothing. No disastrous events, catastrophe, or a celebration, achieving a milestone. Nothing like that can be recreated again. Things only happens once. And the next time something similar to that happens, it's not going to be the same again. So, yeah, nothing happens more than once. And I find this to be so very true. It's so true, and it simplifies every single thing. It simplifies every single thoughts that I have about life, about what could I do to get to this certain place in my life. I don't have to stress about it anymore. It's everything just happens once. Nothing is gonna happen the exact same way again. So rather than trying to recreate something and trying to control everything in this world, it's not gonna happen, man. This is a very stoic principle. Yeah, people might fall into this trap when they first encounter this idea of feeling depressed, because they think that life is impermanent, things are always changing, nothing is going to stay the same. So that's the pity. It's over. Even that saying, it's over, it carries a heavy connotation to grief, to mourn over the passage of time, to mourn over the state of being that is never gonna be replicated again. You are holding on to the past. You're holding on to something that is not meant to last, something that is impermanent, like life. And when people fall into this trap, fall into this pitfall of thinking They think that because life is impermanent, it's not worth living anymore. It's meaningless. When people think this way, it is a trap, because they fail to realize that this is the inherent beauty of life. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. Your youth, your health. I mean, I have a choice. And you also have a choice. You can either sit here and you may argue with me that, Hoi, you are delusional. You fail to recognize the true reality of life. And that is suffering. That is pain. That is sorrow. Because it's over. Nothing is going to last. So why bother? Hoi, you are so very wrong. You don't see the true reality of this ugly world, and that we are wretched creatures on this earth, just waiting to pass by the time. You may mourn over the fact that you're getting older. People are passing you by. Where's my youth? Where are those golden years of my life? What have I been doing? You know, like you mourn over this past that is no longer there. You think to yourself, your childhood was amazing. It's not there anymore, man. It's not going to be the same ever again. Don't try to cling on to something that is never going to be the same again. Not even people mourn over their past relationships. Yeah, I think funerals are more so for the living than for the dead. When you're dead, you don't really think about how are people gonna commemorate your death, or how people are gonna think about how you lived. Funerals, honestly, are for the living people. We want to assign some sort of meaning to someone's life and death, you know, like also breaking up, you know, you're holding on to something that is not permanent. Nothing lasts forever. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh, this is such a pessimistic outlook on life. Why are you thinking about loss and death and stuff like this? My friend, sometimes in order for you to achieve this true happiness, this true contentment in life, it's when you adopt a more stoic mindset and think to yourself that I could do everything. I could do everything that is within my control to steer my life a certain way. But there will be things that are outside my control, and there's nothing I can do about it. I could very well crash my car tomorrow, lose both my legs, can't squat ever again, lose all of my muscles, get cancer, wake up tomorrow, have a heart attack. A gunman could storm into my family home, shoot down my mom and my dad, kill all of my uncles and aunties. All of these things could happen, you know, like an earthquake could happen. It's rare, but it could happen. These things could happen. I might go broke, go hungry tomorrow. And if I'm okay with that, then nothing worries me anymore. My only concern is to live in the moment, right here, right now. And people might be saying, that is such a foolish way to look at life. You need to focus on the future. I'm not saying to be apathetic about life and to just let things happen to you and be a passive passenger in this life. No, I'm not saying that. I know you have dreams and aspirations and things in life that you want to do. But sometimes, even when you do everything that is within your control, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee of the results. Shit happens. And you just have to be okay with it. So be it. If you live in the moment, if your only concern in life is to focus on what is right here, right now, it's going to simplify your life. You don't have to stress about tomorrow. I mean, you could do everything that is within your power to steer your life a certain way, but when these factors that are outside your control exist, there's nothing you can do about it. Maybe I'm understanding some of this wrong. I don't claim to have all the knowledge in this world. I don't claim to have the wisdom. But I think it's worth to learn from those who have lived before. People who have lived long, healthy, meaningful, happy lives. I want to learn from them. And they certainly do have a thing or two to teach us about. And yeah. Anyways, on to something a little bit more lighthearted. I went to the gym this morning, had a leg workout, and I nearly fainted. You know, like I went home and I full on had a nap for an hour. That's how intense it was. And this is the thing that I have come to realize, that my program has to be flexible. In other words, I can't really follow a program. Every day is going to be different. Like I said before, nothing is permanent. You find a program that works, it's not going to last forever. And that's why I don't really subscribe to this idea of a structured, rigid program. Because every single day is going to be different. You're going to go into the gym and you have all these different factors in your life at play. Work, poor sleep, arguments, abuse, weather, no money, no love and affection, no girlfriend, horrible emotions. These things could impact everything in your life. So why not just let it be, man? Just go and see what your body is capable of that day. Push yourself to the limit. Why not? Why not? Is this optimal? Probably not. But it works. It kind of works for me. I can make anything work for me, My main concern is, have I given my best for that day? Whatever that might be. Lifting something for 1 rep heavier than my last attempt a few days, a few weeks ago. Or lifting the same weight for more reps. I don't know, whatever floats my boat. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless. Don't think too much about this video. Sorry. I know I ramble on and stuff like that, but it's not going to last forever. My thoughts are going to change. Tomorrow is a different day. You're going to hear me saying a different thing tomorrow. My mind could very well change tomorrow, and I might be thinking something that is completely opposite to what I'm saying right now. It doesn't matter. I just want to capture this moment to share with the world, to show you the process of doing this. It's just one way of going about doing things. You don't have to agree with me. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. I love you all, and I hope that wherever you are safe, you are loved, and you are doing something that is meaningful to you. It doesn't matter what other people say. If this thing brings meaning to your life, you keep doing you. You keep doing you. And I'm so glad that you are here right now. I mean it. I'm so glad that you're still here. Because life is beautiful. And it's this ephemeral impermanence of life that makes it beautiful. Nothing can be replicated again. None of you can be replicated again. There's no one like you. There's no one like you. Even though if you are genetic, if you are genetically identical to another person, they're not going to be you. Your life is very unique. Okay? Trust me on that one.